Welcome back. My first soap video in who knows how long. I'm going to do things a little differently today. I have added my coconut oil in with my shea and cocoa butter, and I'm going to dissolve those down, and then I'm going to add in my olive oil, which I already have measured out over here. I've already got my lye and aloe juice mixed up, so let's get to it. Alright, so there's still a few little chunks in here, but I'm going to go ahead and add in the olive oil and get going. So it's close enough to emulsion that I'm going to add in my arrowroot powder and switch to my stick blender. Where did I put that? That's what I'm looking for. So I have actually completely switched from using titanium dioxide. That's what I used to use to make my whites. But then I discovered this, and it's actually used for baking. It's made from arrowroot, which is a plant, and it's gluten-free. And like I said, you can use it for baking, so why not use it in soap? Emulsification. I do find that arrowroot speeds up the acceleration a little bit, so I'm probably going to set my stick blender aside and do it all with a whisk from now on. Right. So I'm going to do 3 colors in this one, and I have no idea how the fragrance oil behaves, so I'm going to add that individually. Let's see. We're about 1.5 liters, so I want about half a liter in here, maybe a little more. And this is going to be my base color. I'm going to do just a simple drop swirl. So, working with a lot less room in my laundry room, but I got my soap stuff all right there. I got my sink right here next to me, so I can contain my messes even better. Unless I drop something on the floor, then it's hopeless. So I'm actually using a duplicate scent, or scent dupe. It is very similar to Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. Still haven't come up with a name for it yet. I wasn't going to do this, but I think if I have any left, oh darn, I don't have any left. I do have sparkle mica though. Let's see. Oh my goodness, now I found it. I'm going to add a little bit of this, hard to read, but it is white sparkle mica, rather, not Michael. And see if that brings a little bit of shimmer to this white. This is behaving really well so far, so it's kind of already doing what I want it to do. It's bringing a little bit of shimmer into this. All right. So like I said, this will be my base color. And then I'll be pouring pink and purple into this. All right, doesn't have to be perfect. I will be reusing this dish along with this one. though I might honestly transfer it out of this big tub since I'm only doing a small batch. Which I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. It'll make for an easier split, easier time pouring it into my soap mold. So, yay, more soap dishes. More dishes to wash, but more dishes that are easier to handle. Close enough. So I think I actually want more purple than pink. I'm not a very big pink person. So we'll start with our purple here. I do about half a tablespoon. Really, I should have started with the pink because I'm going to reuse this and then I'll end up putting purple in the pink, but oh well. A little bit less than half. We'll see how that turns out. So my pink is looking good. You can see that from there. My purple, not so much. So I'm going to add a little more purple. All right, that's looking a lot better. So, just going to scrape down my sides, make sure everything is incorporated in there before I add my fragrance. All right, now it's time for my fragrance oil. Okay. So I am very right-handed. I am going to save up for a wall mount so that way my camera can be up there instead of over there so you can actually see stuff better. But I wanted to make soap today and I wanted to film it for once. So I'm going to try this and try very hard not to make a mess and try to show you guys as best as I can what the heck I'm doing. So I'm going to start with my purple. So we're doing a drop swirl, I think is what it's called. So to try very hard to get it in my mold and not on my countertop. So I'm going to scrape all this down. Probably get maybe 1 or 2 more passes with this. Looks like just 1 more and then some for the top. Once again, very right-handed. It's fun. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to work on scraping this out and trying to keep it to the one side. You're not going to be able to see like what I do here at all. So I'll make sure to get plenty of pictures afterwards. But I'm going to try one of those figure 8 swirls. We'll see how it works. Okay, not quite as good as I want it. I'm probably going to texture the top anyways, because I'm planning on adding some rose quartz on top. Not terrible, not great. It'll be getting textured anyways, so we'll be back when it's time for that. Alrighty, so it has been about an hour since I poured this. So that fragrance oil behaved very well. And as you see, I've done many tests because I'm not very patient and I want to, you know, finish this up and get it in its box. So I'm going to finish texturing the top. I still haven't decided on if I'm going to do sparkles or not. So we'll see after we've got stuff on here. All right. Okay. So just give that back. and then start getting these stones on. So I have not done this before, so we'll see how this turns out. And they're sinking. Oh well. You're supposed to remove them first anyways, so don't start washing with this. Take the stones off first if you can. You might have to take them off in the shower while you're washing, but don't leave them on there. This is for aesthetic purposes only. I wish I had bigger ones though. Unfortunately, this is all I had, and I wanted to do something different. It's looking okay. It's a little messy. All right, and then these last two are going to get 2 because these guys are so small. They equal about 1. And who the heck knows, they might look better than the ones with 1. They're running away from me. Alrighty. So that's that. You know what? We're going to do some sprinkles. We're going to do some silver. So I've got these little guys. And I think I'm just going to try and do them on this side. Maybe a little up top. Just a little up top. Said a little. Alrighty. I don't know. I think it looks pretty neat. And I'm just going to come in with my alcohol. These sparkles, these sprinkles are biodegradable. So they're made out of the plant cellulose. So they might start to break down on top. We'll see. All right, and I'll bring you in for a close-up. Welcome back. My plan today is to steam the top of my soap that I made yesterday to get that soda ash off. You can see it's kind of dulled it. You can see the white spots on top. It's just soda ash. That's a natural reaction that happens with soap and lye being exposed to the air. But it doesn't look pretty, so I'm going to try and see if my steamer will cooperate. So yeah, let's see if this will cooperate this time. It's been spitting water at me, even though I have barely any water in there to begin with. So and you really don't need to do it too long. I'm pretty much done. And now it's spitting water at me again, see? So there is very, very, very little water in here. And it's still spitting. I don't know what's going on with it. I discovered a crack right here. So there's a crack. I've used this maybe 3 times. So if you want to get a steamer, don't get this one. I don't even know what brand this is. No brand. I don't know. Don't get this one. I'll be purchasing a new steamer. But anyways, so you can see the top looks a little wet now, but that soda ash is pretty much gone. And my steamer is not cooperating, so I'm not going to continue. Now I just have to let this dry, and then I will be back to cut. Okay, we're decently dry. It looks a little shiny, but it's pretty dry to the touch. So we're going to go ahead, unmold this, and get cutting. I think I've said this before. I don't technically need gloves for this part, but I like to wear gloves because with this recipe, my soap is still a little soft at the 24-hour mark. So I don't like leaving fingerprints in my soap. All right. Here we go. Out of the mold. I'm gonna get this turned right back, right side out. And I just realized I don't have my tray. This is my freshly cut soap tray. Just helps me keep track of things, you know, when they've been cut. I didn't do a video on this one, but this is my unscented pumpkin puree with arrowroot. It's already been stamped. So I usually stamp them a day or two after cutting them. So this one will be stamped either tomorrow or the next day. Basically whenever I get around to it. So I will still take my little end piece off. I've got enough to do that, and everything should still line up. It also lets me know if, you know, glitter is going to drag through it. But it looks pretty good. No glitter marks. I lost my paper towel again. Let's get cutting. Wow, that is quite dramatic. I really like that so far. I didn't expect it to go so far down. A little hard to see. I don't have the best lighting where I am. Oh goodness. Got some very interesting. There's a heart in there, and then there's something a little obscene there. And of course we get two of those because you get the front and the back. Yeah, these are really fun. I really like how these turned out. I'm not one for, you know, all the hype for Valentine's Day. it can be a pretty lonely day for a lot of people, even if you are in a relationship. And especially, you know, thanks to COVID, a lot of people just aren't able to see one another. You know, they're not able to go out and do things they like. So I'm kind of thinking of a anti-Valentine's Day soap. So the colors are called Voodoo and Magic Purple, and the scent is Love Spell. So I think this soap is going to be called Spellbound. There's a lot of different connotations to it. You know, and for Valentine's Day, well, I mean, always I like to promote self-care and self-love, but especially for this Valentine's Day, you know, focus on yourself. Don't pay attention to, you know, all the cheesy Valentine's Day stuff that you see all over the place. Valentine's Day is very much hyped up. And it's, like I said, it's not a great day for everyone. Single or in a relationship. So do what you want to do. Don't turn on the TV. Don't pay attention to those jewelry commercials and blah, blah, blah. Don't watch the Valentine's Day movie that would be coming out. I have no idea if there even is a movie coming out around Valentine's Day because I'm not paying attention. So yeah, do something for yourself. Take care of yourself. All right, so I'm just going to grab the camera, switch it a little so that way, you know, we can actually see some of these soaps. Alrighty, so here they are all cut. I think I only got a couple drag marks from the glitter, but I think that turned out pretty fun. Got some cool patterns inside. Got a fun top. This is a very sweet smell. It kind of smells like a candy. But here it is, our anti-Valentine's Day soap. Because it's not all about candies and roses. All right, so these will be available the beginning of February. So just keep an eye out. Thanks for watching.